Hey guys, how y'all doing today? Hope your weekend has been going well. It's a wet, rainy, and chill day today. It's been like that all day again today. I think it's supposed to warm up this week a little bit. We'll see. So we are going to do another video today. Like and subscribe if you're not already. That would also be greatly appreciated. I feel like it won't be long before my background is ugly and when everything dies off, turns brown, and falls down, you know? But anyway, today, we are going to talk about how do poor people afford brand new cars? How? Do you know anyone that you would consider poor with a brand new car? How are they paying for that? I actually know somebody in this situation right now. So let's talk about it. But before we talk about it, let me just go ahead and spoil it for you. These poor people with these new cars, how are they affording them? They're really not. So let's look at it, okay? Look at the situation, the shape that the country's in right now. In essence, pretty much like everybody's poor, everybody's struggling to some degree. Everything in price is going up, everything is getting ridiculous. I mean, why do you think struggle content and talks of like EBT and things like that are skyrocketing? Because it's things that a lot of people are experiencing, a lot of things that people are dealing with. So one of the spoiled, privileged ways that this country has of getting around is by vehicle. So pretty much in today's society, you have to have a vehicle to get around, so it's almost like a necessity. But also, take a look at Americans. Fueled by consumerism, fueled by greed. You know, they gotta have it all. It's gotta be bigger and better every time you turn around, right? And so everybody wants a new car, a brand new car. You know, let's face it, most people in this country do not have a savings account with money in it. And if they have a savings account with money, it's not very much. It's probably like under 10K, if we're being honest. And this savings account is supposed to float them for what? An emergency, for when they retire, for when they become too disabled, you know, something like that. But also, look at the price of a brand new vehicle. We could even look at like the cheapest one out there. 10K is not going to buy that. Cash. Okay? And we all know how loans work, right? The basic gist of a loan is you get something like a car worth 20K and you make payments on it, and then you have this shit ton of interest because you're making payments. You have a loan and you're making payments. So by the time you get done making all those payments and have it paid off, you're paying like double at least the cost of that car or item, whatever you got, okay? Yeah, we know how it works, right? But the funny thing about cars, and this could be said for some other things as well, like most electronics these days, they don't last very long. But cars, as soon as you pull them off the lot, their value starts to go down, 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 down. At some point in time, they're going to need some work because they're going to start making noises, they're going to start acting funny, and they're going to need some more work and then some more work, and you know how that is. Cars, it's just one of those things. General electronics is like in that same boat these days. Like cell phones, these days a decent cell phone will last a solid year, and then after that you can probably finagle it around for maybe another year before it's just toast and you gotta get a new one. Back in the day, you could have one cell phone and it'd be rock solid for a good time. You wouldn't have to buy a new one. Stuff just ain't like that no more. But cars, vehicles, they're expensive. They cost a big chunk of change. You're gonna buy a new one. So because the economy is the way that it is right now, and people really can't afford anything. They can't even afford a bag of rice, let alone a vehicle. So loan companies and banks and things like that, they're spitting out loans left and right because they want some money too, and they're hoping that you make a couple payments at least before you go belly up on that deal, right? So they're throwing out loans left and right these days, and they're offering you the best deals of the best deals, they say, because they can extend your loan out, give you a cheaper payment. You could walk off the lot with this brand new vehicle today with a payment that's as equal as your rent or your mortgage or less, but you just gotta pay for it for about 10 years. Oh my lord. I hope you're a mechanic or you know one, because in 10 years that car's gonna need to be serviced very well to keep it running, right? So all in all, we know that people really can't be affording these cars that they're buying because they're paying pretty much top dollar, top of the line, getting these big old loans out that they ain't gonna be able to pay off in 10, 15 years. They putting in all their savings out for a brand new car, but eventually that car is gonna require some maintenance, some care, something else that's gonna cost some big dollars unless they know how to do it themselves. So unless they got somebody co-signing for them, or, donate money to them, or something like that, where it's kind of like free for them if it doesn't work out. People are getting loans. The poor folk are getting these big old loans on these cars, driving the cars around, and then guess what? What's happening is something goes wrong with the car. They don't know how to fix it. They can't afford $800 to fix it. So they're like, I'm not paying $1,200 a month for this, $800 a month for this car, plus shelling out another $800 to fix this. So guess what? Repo man, just, come get it. Just come on. Come on. Just take it back. Take it back. So that's what's going on. So if you see a poor person riding around in a brand new car, that's what's going on. They're hoping, and probably the dealership's hoping, that somehow they can manage to produce a monthly payment equal to their rent or mortgage every month for about the next 10 years, right? And more than likely, with the way the economy is, unless something changes there, they just ain't gonna make it till the end of that loan term. And then when that one breaks down, tears up, something, whatever, they're gonna want a new one, a different one. But they're stuck in that. Not good times. Cars are just one of those things that either you should probably just buy them used. Okay? So if you are having to spend a good chunk of your change on it, it's not the end all be all for your poor little savings account, or your extra income that you have, or however you're trying to fund that. Because it's kind of like credit cards. People use credit cards. Some people just use a credit card to build their credit, things like that. But some people use credit cards because they don't actually have the cash on hand to buy whatever it is that they're wanting. So they put it on a credit card and then hope to God like they can pay it back when it's due, right? But the thing about a credit card, unless you're trying to build your credit or something like that, I always say just don't even touch them. Don't even touch them. If you ain't got cash to buy it now, forget about it. Don't get it. Don't do it. So don't feel bad if you po and you ain't got no brand new car. Because the people that do, they can't afford it either. They can't afford it either. They're just hoping and praying that it all works out. So I know that this is like a popular, it's a popular topic right now. It's trending, I guess, because people are, needing new vehicles, and they're like, Jim Bob over here, he's as poor as me, but he's got a brand new car. How's he doing it? You probably don't want to be stuck doing it the same way he is. You know what I mean? So just go get your little used car and keep it maintenanced up, and you should be good. It'll be better for you that way in the long run. It will. But hey, I'm just a little old girl out here. So as always, drop it in the comments. Let me know what you think about poor people with brand new cars. Let me know what you think about car shopping these days. Let me know, because I know y'all got your own opinions, your own feelings, and your own experiences. So drop it in the comments. It's very much appreciated. And thank you for joining me in this video today. Hopefully we might see each other tomorrow, but if not, I'll be around. Anyway, have a great day.